All right. Hello, my friends. I was just sitting there for about a minute and a half talking to myself, apparently. I was saying hello to our baller, Scotty. Good to see you guys. Uh, anyway, yeah, let's just get past that. So, one of the things I was saying was I get confused because YouTube Live and StreamYard Live are completely different. And it shouldn't be a big deal. To most people, probably it isn't. But for me, I'm just like, I'm the worst with this kind of crap. Anyway, if you're new here, Subscriber Sunday is for just like it sounds for the subscriber. However you guys want it to go is how it's going to go. I'm just here. I'm a vessel, uh, location for you guys to come to, self-guided. Um, so that being said, I hope you guys are all doing well. If there's anything you want from me or want to know from me, or we're gonna keep it short tonight. I have I have not been doing too well. I've had a lot of a lot of back pains today, and I have a really busy day tomorrow. Like a really busy day, which is whatever. It's rare for me to have such a slam day, like have such a packed day like that, but it is what it is. So we're gonna keep it simple, fairly short. Maybe that's what I got to do to my computer. I've been having trouble with but it's old too. Like I don't know. I don't even know. I never even really used the damn thing. Like the computer, I never even really used it that much. Like I'd literally like open up YouTube and that's it, and then I would close it again. But I don't really know how to do anything on there. I'm gonna try to step my game up and figure out how to film with this new camera. The night vision is amazing. This thing is awesome. Brother Jimbo hooked it up. It's right here. It's called the so there's different ones. This one is that's the so here I always feel like it should go this way, but it doesn't. It goes this way. Let's make sure the volume's up here. So anyway, it's pretty badass. So basically, you just put your eye on this side, and you look through it, and I mean, it is it's so impressive. It could be damn near pitch black, and you just see everything in full light. It's in the military we had NVGs, night vision goggles and stuff, but it kind of looked like you were in like a swamp almost. Like everything was like green. So uh, shit. um Browndorf just texted me. One sec, guys. Uh, yes, Mike, reboot. Give me a call, maybe I can help you out. All right, yeah, we'll see. I don't, you know me, I don't like to bother people about shit. I really don't. Um, but yeah, I'll try it. I'll give you a ring. I'll try it. Um, yeah. So I know there's a lot of things going on tonight. Um, what I wanna there's a few things I want to touch on with you guys, and we're gonna figure it out soon. I'm gonna do a giveaway, and oh, for real? It's not going through. I didn't even see it. I called you a few times before I got on here. Um, do you need me to call? I don't even know what I was saying. All right, sorry. I tried to call you before. I'm not gonna be on here long at all. I really like this. She's been saying LIB tribe, and she said it to me once, and like it stuck since like she said it to me. It really stuck. Thank you, Scotty. Yes. Anyway, love you. I like that LIB tribe thing because that's what I call Sasquatch. It's like clan. I don't like clan. I don't like it for obvious reasons, I guess. But I don't like it. So I like tribe. And tribe is one. Anyway, whatever. We'll move on. The giveaway, yes. Greetings, Danny Staton. Good to see you, bro. So the giveaway, yeah. So a lot of people are out here, and I see them, and they're still like, it's Christmas, right? Everybody's tight. Everybody's tight. Whether you're a grandparent, whether you're a parent, whether whatever, like, you know, whether you're just, everybody's tight during the holidays. Money is tight. Anyway, I'm not gonna harp on everybody else, but I want to. Sarah and I, she has a gift for someone too. How big is the tribe? I don't know. Oh, that's what we're just referring to, like everybody here. Anyway, so she said she has something too. So I want to give things away. So I have these like crystal necklaces that we got. They're like pendulum. They're pendulum necklaces, and there's a couple of different kinds. And so we're gonna set something up where maybe like some kind of trivia. Maybe, but I don't know if trivia. Maybe we'll do a raffle. Like whoever's in the chat as they come in, maybe we'll hang out for like a half hour, 20 minutes or so, and then we'll take all the names of people in chat, and then we'll put them in a hat, and then we'll pull out and see who wins, and then maybe we'll do that every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, whatever. Maybe we'll keep doing it, and then until they're all gone, really. And then we'll set something up where you guys can just give us your address offline somewhere, and then we'll just mail them out. I think I have a couple. These are some of the more. Here's some of them. These are some of the basic ones. This one's nice. This is like a red marbly. It's really bad camera. This is like one of the white marble. So basically, it goes like I give it like a rope necklace. This is just like a crystal clear blue. Jerry, good to see you, my friend. Anyway, we have a few of those. I've been doing this for a while, There's a few blue marble ones and stuff. So, and then there's some other ones that look quite different. I don't have those. Right here, but they're pretty cool. They're a little more in depth, I guess you would say. They're a little more jewelry like, but I figured these were good for just like anybody. You know what I mean? So for those who don't know, I didn't put the video up because they were very short videos, but I brought them to Bubba's. I put them out. And I had previously done my thing with them and charged them with my own energy and stuff, and put all my Reiki healing into them. And then I left them out and asked Bubs to do his thing. And when I got back, there was a Y stick next to it. Wasn't big, could it have fell? Sure, maybe, whatever. But for it to land on the log where I left it on, and literally just lay right next to it would be, and it wasn't there for a long time. I didn't leave it for a long time at all. I probably went up the trail and give or take 15-20 minutes tops. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. It's on you guys. I'm gonna hang out for a little while, and you let me know. I don't know if this is a good time slot for you guys. If I was going to possibly go a little later, like 10, like we did last week, but I got a busy day. I know I said it right, but I got a busy day, and I'm stressed about it too. So It's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right. How big is the trial? That's what you were saying? Yeah, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. If you would have told me that this channel was gonna be 15,000 subscribers strong when we started this, I still can't really fathom it. To be honest with you, I really can't. It really got very big over the summer. It grew very, very rapidly over the summer. Um, anyway, I appreciate every last one of you. Whether you're just getting here or you were in the first 5. Because a lot of you have been here for a long time. When one of you guys tells me like, "Oh, I've seen every one of your videos," there's like over 14,000 now. I mean, 1,400 now, which is still a lot, but it's not 14,000 a lot. That blows my mind. Blows my mind. Eric was just asking me something before the show, or stream, whatever. It's not really a show. And he says, "Oh, do you remember this video?" Whatever he said the name of it was, I'm like, I don't know. He's like, "Oh yeah, remember that there's something that looked." I'm not gonna get into our conversation, but I was like, no, like, but it's cool because sometimes I can't remember a damn thing until you guys reboot my memory. Yeah, yeah. Still have fears. Still have fears. I mean, it's more this, like, it's more the sitting still thing. Once we get going, and but I also try not to, yeah, unsubscribe. I try not to get in my own head and get in my own way. But yeah, yeah. There's a lot out there, and we talk about this a lot. If you get hung up on like proving things and evidence and stuff, you'll lose your mind because there's not a lot. There's a lot of evidence out there, but there's not on a normal basis. It's not like that kind of thing, you know. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome, really. A lot of you are very, very motivating. Leave very kind comments, and um, you know, just it helps too when I go out the next time. Like, it's very helpful. Like, to like hear, like, I kind of like hear the most recent comments in my head and stuff, and like the positivity and stuff. And there's a lot of negative shit out there. Like, I get dumped on every single day. There's no way I go a few hours without somebody being like really, really harsh. And I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I choose not to focus on it, but it's tough. Like, it's tough. This is not for the weak to be up here and talk about this stuff. So thank you guys for making it easy. And yes, you've been my biggest support, obviously. Love, you've been there with me and pushed me into it. And yeah, hasn't always been easy. It's tough to, there's ups and downs to it. So Nikki Harrison, thank you. Scotty says you put a lot of work into it, Mike. Trolls suck. Yeah, I mean, some of them aren't trolls. Like, they're legitimate people, but they're just rude, like nasty. Like, there's a way to go about it. I don't care if you disagree. Like, that's normal. Like, nobody's gonna have the same view I have. 100% anyway. Nobody's gonna have the same view you have. 100%. That's the individual. That's the way we're made and built. We're individuals. We all are individuals. It is what it is. So there's a way to go about it. I don't care if we disagree or like you think differently, or that's why I go about things the way I go about things. Sometimes I'll know something, but I leave it open-ended. I'll just leave it open-ended because I don't want to ruin that, like, or have it, because if I say something like, "Oh, this is what it is," when I'm in the field, if I say, "Bang, this is what it is," now that's all that happened. Out of the whole hour walk, that's all that's going to be focused on is there's going to be a great debate about the one thing I said. There's going to be people who say, "Oh yeah, I agree," and there's going to be people that say bullshit, and or I disagree, and blah 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 blah. right? And that's all that happens. So I'd rather leave things kind of open and let everyone come to their own thought process throughout the video and everything. And then after, come to me, and if they choose to come to me after and say, hey, this is specifically what I want to know about, and then I'll give my opinion. Whether I know it's a fact or not, it doesn't matter. If I can't prove it, it's just my word. My word and my opinion, and a non-proven fact are pretty damn similar. Yeah, thank you, love. I appreciate it. Let me see what's up down here. Okay, might have somebody pop in. We'll see. Most of you know him. He's good people, really good people. If he doesn't pop in, I'll just plug him later. Old Religion Dystopia 2. I know what it's like. For the most part, the Bigfoot research community has treated me terribly. Yeah. I mean, there's a changing tide where people are just going to be more open to things, and people are just going to be more open. There's a tide coming, like a change of tide. Like, I don't know how else to put it, really. So hang in there if you can. If you need anything, give me a shout. There's going to always be somebody that's going to poke at you. It really is. I don't consider myself a researcher because I'm just out there for the journey and the experience and the relationships, and whatever answers come with that, cool. But if I call myself a researcher, technically, I put air quotes because it's hard to be a researcher when there's not things to tangibly research, like people want facts, and then it gets boring because then you have to do the same thing over and over and over. And I did that for a while just to prove things to myself and prove things to other people. Oh, I'm gonna put this here. Let's see what happened to it. Let's look around it for footprints. Like it's the same old shit. Like it's just boring. Like I'd rather go and experience a new place and a new exciting moment and a new part of the journey and different sounds and sights and But yeah, no, I get it. Like it's harsh out there. It's harsh. But hang in there. I won't say it gets easier, but you find ways to deal with it better. You really do. You find your knack for ignoring the bullshit. Who popped in? Nobody yet. Son of a bitch, is that Jerry? All right, I gotta find where we are. I keep swiping up and down. Jerry, don't pay any mind to the trolls, Mike. You're out there every day, and you have captured a lot of high strangers more than many other YouTube channels. Don't listen to negative a-holes. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro. I do. It's not that I listen to it, but I'm just kind of like keeping you guys posted. I work very hard to keep an eye on that crap so it doesn't become because people will come into your comment and like try to mess with you about it, and then or they'll leave a comment, and then I don't want that to ever be the focus. So I work very hard to keep that crap away because I never want that to be. And granted, the drama gets a lot of attention, but I don't give a shit. Don't care. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, and I see this too. So thank you, a lot, Jerry. That's not. I don't know how to highlight it, but I see your $20 super sticker, and I appreciate it, my friend. You've been a huge support, and thank you so very much. I'm gonna probably put that towards mailing those things out when we do the giveaway. So very, very thankful for you. Thank you. The flower, yes, it did. Well, that's nice. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not I can't even think of the guy's name. Webster, not Webster's dictionary, but yeah, that flower that came out of nowhere was cool. I just think it's amazing that they've been the Sasquatch. When I say the Sasquatch have been approaching the children and Sarah. I think it's amazing. They've been gifting them and in the house, no less, which is like, it's like they show off. I think they show off, honestly. I really do. I think they show off, like like, I don't know if they, but yeah, they show off and show out. And the things around the house breaking, well, who the hell knows what that all is, but yes, yeah. QWERTY Warriors, yes. Oh, there it goes. Now I can highlight it. I couldn't do it from up there. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, there's super chats or whatever open. There's a PayPal in the about section. It's not a requirement. It's appreciated, but it's not a requirement. Come hang out and have a good time. Come New Year's gonna be a couple of changes. I know I've said it a few times, but just want to reiterate that. So Jimbo, I don't know if you got here late, but I was showing a little bit about the camera before. It's amazing. I was at the power lines for a minute earlier. I had to run out, and I went to the power lines earlier, and it's pitch black out there. And whatever, there's like a street light, and it's amazing. And that's all you can really see is around the street light by the road, right? So I stood like right past the street light by the power lines. And you could see all the way down. It just lights up the whole area. It's amazing. You could see right into the bamboo side too. The side with the bamboo, you could see right into the bamboo. It just lights the whole thing up. Unfortunately, nothing was out there, but we'll keep at it. It's not always a layup, right? Sometimes you got to keep shooting the ball. You know your truths. Don't let anyone make question or you question your gut instinct. Yeah. No, like, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, I could give a rat's ass. I really could. Like, if somebody's negative, that's it. Like, I will focus on like this. Like, I'll move on to Mark. Mark's always positive. You know what I mean? Like, they're gone. Move them to the side. I have no time for. I don't have time for really much anymore at all. So if it's not a positive and forward moving thing, whatever. I might vent about it for like half a second and then I move on to the next. Anyway, Mark, good to see you, my friend. Yep. Well, we don't. Of course, we need difference of opinions because Sasquatch are firm believers in everything is one. You'll hear that in different ways all the time. Everything's connected. Everything is one. God, the all one, like, right? So, but everything is all one, right? Everything is connected. Everything is one. Da 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 da. A tree is a deer, is a rock, is a human, is a Sasquatch, is a coyote, is a bear. It's all the same. There's no like, oh, I'm up here and you're over here and I'm better than you and I could outdupe you and I could do this. No, it's just everything is just the same to them. They just treat everything the same way with an open heart, with love, with everything. And they just have to deal with us in the way we are. Like, that's just the way it is. They wish that we could be just like that and it would make so much things easier. So the difference of opinions aren't even always opinions. It's that they're getting something over here and we're getting something over here. And then, Tim's getting something down there and somebody's getting something up here. And if we could all just come together and put those pieces of the puzzle together and stop looking at it like, well, he's doing this and that's not right because I did this. And you'll always hear me say, all I know is what I know. And I'm in this tiny little nook of the world. I can't make a blanket statement because I don't know. I don't know if every Sasquatch is the same. Like, as far as like what they're teaching, you know what I mean? They might be teaching Mike in Oregon something else and then me something else. So, and that's on purpose, because they want us to come together and put that puzzle together. I don't know, but Yeah, what's he, if I remember correctly, he used to come out of a clock, like a big old grandfather clock. Good. You feeling better, bro? Good. Yes, Gary Coleman. Yeah. Yes, this camera is badass, and I don't even know shit about it yet, really. But let's see if I can. So anyway, if I was to turn off the light, you would still oh, 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 down that way. If I was to turn off the light, you would still see everything the same exact way, except it would just be a little bit of a color change. It's friggin' amazing. And then it has like these little notches here for like twilight, daytime. So you could use a regular daytime camera, like it's just a regular camera, but with a nice lens on it, so like it filters out the other shit. So it's not just night vision; it's like a really amazing daytime camera too. And then there's a setting for twilight, which is really important because you guys know that's my favorite time of day. Right now, twilight is not really an option for me. Like we have babies and whatever, so our nights are kind of screwy. Our sleep schedules are screwy. So me popping up first thing in the morning to go for a walk is not really. And plus, that's one of the colder times of the day. Um, so it's not really what I've been doing of late, but it's one of my favorite times, especially in summer because it's too hot during the day. Like nothing moves around in the daytime. It's time for me to sleep while my womb army is asleep. I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about, our kids. Hey, whole other level outdoors, guys, go check them out. Go check out their channel, please. They just hit 600 subscribers. They're doing a giveaway too, actually. I was just over there. You just put a little hashtag in the comments, but check them out. They deserve some support. And I think it was a few years ago you captured Sasquatch. Anyone could say whatever they want, but as much as you're out there and as many times as you've heard a coyote and this and that, I know that was something else. I know you know it. Water off a duck's back, no doubt, yes. Nice. This one is a Psionics SIONYX, the Aurora. This one's the sport. Then there's the Psionics Aurora, I think is the middle level, and then there's the Psionics Pro, which is like the high level. Anyway, this one's white, but the other two are black camera. So if you look into it, I mean, Jimbo and I got word from Anthony at Unidentified S4 and then Ron at Cosmic Neighbors because they use them to film UFOs. And let me tell you, I was using it up in the Catskills and up in the mountains, and you could see the whole sky is open up there. You know what I mean? And you could go right up to a star, and then you could back out and you could see like a good area. And if something goes across, you could follow it real nicely. I was practicing without filming. I was practicing following some planes and stuff. And unless something's really shooting fast, you're gonna catch a good amount with it. And being that it's night vision, it shows up so clean. Really a good tool. Really, really good tool. I need more power than the wrench. I want to pin the comment too. Okay. Have a good night. Oh, Jimbo, my brother, thank you. I appreciate you. That you guys don't even know how helpful that is because I've been kind of worrying about sending that stuff off, but I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask people to kick in because then it defeats the whole purpose of the giveaway. So thank you. Thank you guys. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Yes, thank you, Jimbo. Mike, in the whole video today, wasn't that location one where you had seen Dogman before? Yes. Oh, well, okay, so that's the one. So I think you're talking about the one at the Psych Center. That's not a video from recently. That's an old video that so I said once in a while I was going to find like some videos that I really like and then try to re-download them and post them again. It's not always easy because they're too lengthy. That one was not, so I was able to pull it out, and I know a lot of you guys love it. So being we have new people, and they always ask me, hey, how do I find this video? How do I find it? And I don't know what to tell them because I don't remember the name. I don't remember when it was. Like, I don't know. And so anyway, I wanted to put that up and kind of hang out with you guys. Good for filming orbs. I'm sure they are. Yeah. So they have, they have them. They have them online sometimes. Like, see, Jimbo. Yeah, he put it. Thank you, bro. So he, oh yes, with the deer leg. Yes, I filmed Dogman there. Actually, one of the first gifts I got, I thought I got. This is when I was a rook. I mean, not that I'm like some kind of specialty, in the game now, but I was such a rookie. I think I took a Dogman's like true toy. It was this bone, this big hollow bone, huge. God knows where it came off, and it was like you could tell something was chewing on it, like just scratching it and chewing. Anyway, yeah, they're in there. Yeah, we've seen them in there before. Yes, that's one of the more local spots. I don't usually go over there too often because, well, I shouldn't say that. I just haven't gone in a long time because I was getting trolled by this guy. He kept showing up, and one day he was showing me his gun and shit, and like it was just got really fucking weird. And while I don't fear no man, I don't need to put myself in harm's way for no reason either, you know. So, but yeah, no, you're on point, Mark. Mark, you know these spots better than I do, bro. You, Scotty, Bam, Jeff, like Eric, like you guys know this shit better than I do. Like I ask you guys questions about it. Hey Ryan, good to see you. Um, Ryan, do you have a channel called like Subarctic Bigfoot or something like that? I bumped into it today and I could have sworn it was you for some reason, but I don't know. I got screwy. I got like sidetracked somehow. Yeah, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while, and it's so close to the house that like it sucks because it's such a local hotspot, and like so this dog is drinking his dish so loud. There's that big area that with the sand trails and stuff, the big wide sand trails, and then Nest City is in the back of that, and then this is the extension that we found across the other way, and it goes for it's not wide as far as the trail, but it goes so far. I followed it. That's where I found the antler that Bubba gifted me. It was that trail. So technically, we've been going there for quite a while. What the hell was that? Oh shit, we got somebody here. Nice. A Twitch channel? I don't know how to do anything, man. I don't know how to do anything. All right, I'm gonna bring somebody up. We're not gonna hang out for a super long time, but anyway, let's just pull them up.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up,
What
man?
up, Mike? Good evening, everyone.
Oh, got you, Fred. Okay. Oh, your cousin Fred. I got you. I bumped into it today, and I thought I saw you on there. I don't know why. I guess you guys look alike. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, man. Just chilling right here. Thought I'd jump in. Got a little break.
Yeah. Where you at the shop?
Yeah, man. I was actually lurking in chat, too.
Lurking, huh? That's all
Yeah.
right. That's all right. So what's going on?
Not much, bro. Just listening to what you're saying. So don't let me interrupt, man. If you're in a
Oh,
flow.
no. So
Interesting stuff as always.
You think so? I always feel like I'm like the most boring dude on earth. Like, you ever get like I guess I'm my own worst critic. You know what I mean? Like,
For
like
sure.
I could shoot the shit on the side. Like me and you, like we'll chop it up for like hours and hours. But like once I get up here, I'm like, oh, like I
Yep.
get in my own head. Like I don't know why. I don't know why. Like when people ask me, like, "Oh, you want to be on my podcast?" I'm like, "Me? Like, what the fuck you want to talk to me for?" You know, like, it's like,
Nah, but everyone wants to hear what Mike has to say for sure, man.
no, not everybody.
I'm sure, dude.
Sure, I've made some frenemies at this point.
Mm. Well, you know how that goes, dude. Especially these days. You
Yeah, I
know,
don't give a
it's
shit.
been
Yeah,
it's been hot in the scene. You know, a lot going on, a lot of fecal matter being tossed around.
yeah,
Man.
that's a nice way to put it. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, we talk about it all the time. Like, you know, you're a boots on the ground guy. You know, like that's primarily what you do. You don't like. That's, I mean, yeah, right. That's what you walk around, you do your thing. Like
Yeah.
you out there in some of the like. So to me, like I love what you do. Like I love it because 90% of the Bigfoot community is talking about Patterson Gimlin. That's it. Blah 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 blah. Talking about the video all day, every day. I see it. You're going there. Like you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go there. Like I'm gonna camp out there. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna poke around. Like, and not only that, like spot, but you're going all over it. Like all over. And it's like mind blowing to me how your channel's not a huge. Like I
Yeah,
don't
I
get it.
mean, you know, who knows, but and that all kind of fell in my lap, bro, because just moving living in the area. I moved to the area and not knowing, you know,
Yeah, it's
all that, and then my experiences, and it's just everything just, you know, just played out
yeah,
the way it did, and I ended up in those places, and man, it was a blessing, dude.
yeah. I mean,
So
I get it. Like that's kind of like we didn't know we were moving to the Catskills. Like, but like once we got there, I was like, holy crap! Like there was like all these new like openings. You know what I mean? I was like even still, like I have like a list of things like in the area that I ain't got to yet. You know, and I'm like, but it's great. Like it's so it's a refresher. Like when you get that opportunity. You know?
mhm. And you know what I love too is that yeah, it's like you're taking us along on your journey, Mike. So it's awesome to see, and just to be able to see the landscapes out there. You know, I've been to New York once. It was just to the city, and it was like a night trip, and that was it, dude. And I've always had a big thing with New York, the city, and just hearing about the country. Man, I would love to go and really spend some time up there. But you take me there, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know me, like we talk about it all the time, but like you got an open invite anytime you can make it here, like, and yeah, bro, you know, like it's not saying you, but like it's amazing because like I leave an open invite with like everybody, and like I always hear people like, oh, I'd love to be out there, I'd love to be. I'm like, oh, come on, like you know,
Hmm.
like, come on, like anytime, and it's like a lot of time I'm out there by myself, you know,
Yep.
like
Yeah,
it's like
for me too, it was like the doors were open, and some people did come through, and you know, we got to explore and check things out and spend some time, and that was cool. But yeah, I would have thought I would have had a lot more people maybe coming up my way and being like, "Hey, let's go do it." But it's all good, man. And I do recommend people to check out the area if they ever are in those areas. You know, spend your money up there because those communities need it for sure, man.
yeah, well, that's like Whitehall too, like Whitehall thrives on like you know people like even like whatever a lot of areas up in the mountains like they thrive on like you know like tourists like the Poconos is one in Pennsylvania like things like that like it's a seasonal place even
Hmm.
Montauk like Camp Hero out there it's very seasonal you know like so yeah you know I'd imagine Bluff Creek's kind of this well Bluff Creek it's always nice there in Cali kind of right like over that it's not really always it doesn't get that cold.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, no, it's crazy because there's, yeah, no, it gets really cold in certain areas, man. And so, yeah, everyone, you know, you kind of think Cali, surf and sun all day. Nah,
Well,
Northern Cali is completely different. So
yeah.
there's probably snow in the Bluff Creek area, and Bluff Creek is pretty much it's like wilderness up there. So like the nearest towns is gonna be you got the Hoopa Reservation a little south of there, So there's some civilization there. And then further, a little further down, you got Willow Creek. So that's like town, which is not a huge town at all. It's Willow Creek's pretty small, but actually a lot of people do go through there, and yeah, really cool community. But yeah, I think up in the Bluff Creek area, they do close it down as well
Okay.
during the seasons.
Is it in
But
like a state park or something? Like,
I believe it's wilderness.
oh, okay,
So
I got you.
wilderness. And yeah, so it's a gnarly area there. But there's a lot of other areas throughout the county that you could go to and like drive up to, and that's a little more closer to civilization. That's really pretty much out of the way. So even me living in the county there, I would still have to drive. Like when I was in the southern part of the county, that's like a couple hours away still, you know.
Right.
So Bluff Creek is definitely out of the way.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of spots in the county that a lot of guys, I'm sure probably some guys know about that I haven't heard of, but there's a lot of spots I've been to that I don't think a lot of guys go to. And that's always cool too, to be able to check out areas, man, because everyone just flocks to that area there because it's like the
Well,
spot, right?
that's the thing. A lot of people just want to piggyback off shit, and it's like I get it all the time. Oh, what's a good spot? What's a good spot to go?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if like, look, man, if you go out there, like, if you go to, like, I can't talk about them because whatever, they're just like regular people, and that I know in the neighborhood up there in the mountains. But I said, just go. I said, where you been going? They said, here. I said, just go there go with that intent. Don't, go with that intent. Not that you're hiking, not that you want to go around the lake, not that you want to get to the mountain peak. Go with that intent.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been having activity. And they've been really cool about it. Like, they're like, oh, we had like big rock thrown at us, and then they went back, and like, I haven't been able to get out there with them like I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And they just keep doing it, and like, they're just having experience after experience. And I'm like, they've actually had more experiences there than I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so like, cool. Like, that's
Wow.
it. Just kind of proves that, like, if you put that intent out there, and that energy, that you're gonna manifest something.
Yeah, bro. And I've been mentioning lately because I've been diving into this, what you're talking about here, and yeah, and that goes for anything. I believe in life, bro.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they say it all the time. Like, put like positive affirmation, like post-its around it, and look at yourself in the mirror and like say things, and like then you'll start to like be that, and like, it sounds silly, but when you start to do it, you say it out loud, you do it, like, I don't, you get my drift. But
Oh yeah, bro,
it's a little
definitely.
more than that. Like, it's a little more than that when you're like manifesting something. Like, it's like you're kind of like bringing it to, like, I don't know. I the best way I can describe it is like pixie dust. Like, it's like, oh, it's like, it sounds ridiculous, like it's made up shit, but like, if you believe in it, it's gonna work, and
Oh
it's,
yeah, and dude, we've done it before, bro. We've done things before, and it's happened, and so yeah, it's like, all right, trying to, I guess,
snowbird.
master is a word, I guess, mastering those things to get to where you want to go, wherever it is that you're going.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I feel like these days it's like a reminder, man. It's like certain things reminding me of those things, like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, those little tools and practices, exercises we could do to
Mhm.
make this little journey a little smoother, because we can make it rough too, and that's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, like, round of, um can one of the moderators grab his Browndorf's link and put it in the chat so everyone knows where to go, please? Thank you.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no, anytime, bro. I mean, I was just talking about it earlier. Like, I got fortunate. YouTube, you know how it works. Like, you could do anything under the sun. Like, unless you're like trying to do the clickbait thing, or really
Mm-hmm.
like play. Like, I don't know. I don't have time for that shit to like look
Yeah,
at my algorithm and like, like, when I'm done walking, I post it. You know, like
Hmm.
it's it's like as simple as that.
That's cool,
But
man.
like occasionally I check times for like premieres so that it spreads out to the different people around, so everyone gets a fair chance at one. But yeah, like YouTube won't help us. So I was fortunate over the summer, like the channel grew a lot, but I like to try to boost up people who like are doing really really good things, like you know,
For sure.
and you're out there grinding, bro. You know, like there's very few people out there that just are just really like still doing it because they love it. You know, like you're out there and you just love it. Like you went out there with your little bro, I think one night, like one day or whatever, and like you guys were just kicking it, man. And I think you were live streaming that day, and you guys were just
Hmm.
kicking it. Like it was so refreshing. Like
Yeah.
it really was. Like it was so refreshing. I don't know if you guys had to go to work or you were on lunch break or something, but like it was just refreshing, man. It was cool to see.
Yeah,
Like
bro. And yeah, like you're saying, yeah, we went for a little hike before work, and you know, I wasn't expecting, you know, I was just like, yeah, we run into some Bigfoot stuff. All right, cool. But you know, we weren't expecting to do anything. I was like, you know what, let me live stream. I got service. And the live stream got cut, unfortunately.
it worked
But
for
yeah,
a
it was
while. It worked for a good while.
yeah, but it was cool to have, you know, my bro there, and I want to do more exploring with him. He actually does a lot of hiking out here in Southern California,
Yeah.
and he's well aware of what we do and stuff. So he keeps an eye out, and he's gotten a little stuff recently. I'm trying to have him share it with me. Maybe I'll post it on my channel, but nothing
Yeah.
too heavy, but some interesting finds.
Yeah.
And so he's like my second pair of eyes out there, man. It's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
I actually might be out there at one point. I've been trying to plan something with Jimbo and another buddy of ours down there in Southern
Okay.
California. You know, I don't know whenever I make my way over there, we'll link up with you two, and you could kind of show us the ropes.
Yeah, bro. And if you're coming to Southern Cali, I mean, you might as well try to push up north. You know, I'm
Well,
usually
I think we are gonna try to make it up there one day at least. Like I would like to see a redwood. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that
you got it.
to me, like I want to see a redwood. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
I would love to do that. Like just kind of like be a little tree hugger for a minute. You know?
Yeah, bro. You definitely got to hug one, and
Yeah.
it'll happen, Mike. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, you know, just put that intention, and then likewise for me, bro, to make it out there. You know, I know it'll happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, it is subscriber Sunday, so let me answer this guy's question. Ryan says, Brown Dwarf and Long Island Bigfoot. What do you guys think about Alaska and its Sasquatches and werewolves and wolfmen and other in Alaska? Shit, I I would be only just thinking. Honestly, I don't know anything about anything. Shit,
Yeah, I think well, when Alaska comes to mind, I've never been there, but it's what do they call it, the final frontier or whatever. You know, I just think
yeah, yeah,
everything big and dangerous and you know just gnarly up there, man. And so I think I'm up north, and yeah, it's pretty wild up there. But yeah, it's like the further north you go, the wilder it gets. So I could only imagine the cryptids up that way.
yeah. I mean, the people out there are hardcore. So, like, imagine how hardcore the Sasquatch are. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like, shit. Like that's why I always say, like, I only know about what I know, but the suburban Sasquatch are so more like, it's way different. Like they're so tolerant of like I guess they're used to us. You know what I mean? Like they don't like. It's so much different. Like it's so much easier almost. Like I don't have to go far. I don't have to do much. Like I could get like reactions at them, but they like do weird shit, like suburban Sasquatch shit. And then I go up to the mountains and they're like the typical Sasquatch. They're like screaming and like like all that shit. You know, and it's like I'm like cool. Like it's like the best of both worlds. I love it.
Huh. Yeah, and I like that term suburban Sasquatch. I heard someone else mentioning it. I forget. It's a brother out of Michigan, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been kind of spreading. Yeah, it's
yeah, yeah, which is cool because yeah, I do think that they are in urban areas, and I know a lot of people will find it hard to believe.
well. There's a guy in New Zealand who is a perfect example, but he's in the city in New Zealand, and it's something similar to Central Park. And you could check him out. His name's Marco Polo. Really cool guy. And he's originally Brazilian, but he's in New Zealand. So he anyway, he hangs in the what is in that part of New Zealand, what is similar to a Central Park. It's like an ancient forest in the middle of the city, and it's pretty big, and it has a little boardwalk that goes through it. But he goes and he meets him right there, and his Sasquatch is from Utah,
Right.
and it comes and goes and comes and goes, and that cool, like it's cool shit.
I
And it's just
actually,
it's another like validation.
Mhm.
And of course, there's gonna be people who are like, "Oh, he's fucking crazy." Who gives a
Yeah.
shit? Like, who
Yeah,
cares? You're missing out.
Actually, I agree, man. I actually caught him last night. Jessica Jones, the Cryptid Huntress, had him on, and
Oh,
so
on
I got to
Spaced
check
Out?
out. Huh?
On Spaced Out Radio?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's cool people.
Yeah, so I really tripped out on him, man, and yeah, it seems like he's on it. So
Yeah, he was on. He hit me up and asked me to do his show. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But he asked me to do it because I was on Pork and Beans, and then I think he was like the guest or the next guest after me. So like,
Oh wow.
he had heard mine and I heard his, So
Okay.
yeah, you should actually do Pork and Beans one day. It's a really good group, like a really good show. It's not on. They do it on Facebook though, which I don't think
Okay.
you're on. So,
Okay.
but really, I
Yeah.
mean, you only need a Zoom to do it. You don't need Facebook to do it.
All right. Yeah. No, I've heard of it, but I haven't tapped in.
Yeah, no, they're badass.
Appreciate that, Scotty B.
It's
Cheers, brother.
Brown, not Barn. Oh yeah, Scotty put Barndorf.
Yeah.
How the hell do you guys?
Check out Barndorf, everyone.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit sounds like a cool like children's book.
Oh, bro, people mess with my name a lot. It's all good, bro. I love it. I rub on my haters cream and
I gotta fire the mods. All you gotta do is copy and paste. Scotty's fired.
Yeah. Hey, bro, that's another thing with this topic is to have a good laugh. I think because it's some serious stuff. You get serious, but
Yeah,
I like a
it
good
is
laugh
serious.
too.
But if you can't have fun with it, you just it's work. Then it's work, and that's the total opposite of what it is. Like that's why I always try to tell people, like, enjoy. If you don't enjoy this shit to the fullest, if you don't enjoy nature and all this stuff to the fullest, you're gonna go nuts. Like if you're that guy and I try to tell my bros this shit all the time because they're coming around. They're coming around, most of them, but like they're like flesh and blood guys, and they chase data, like, and that's cool because we need that. Like we do need the data because I'm a slob. Like when it comes to my shit being organized, I'm a fucking mess. Like shit, shitstorm is an understatement. So like, I mean, like shit's over here, it's over there. Like if someone's like, "Oh, prove me Sasquatch," like I got a bunch of shit, but where is it?
Yeah.
Like I don't have my stuff like in files and like so,
yeah. Well, see, I'm like that too, but I call it my archive, the Dwarf Archives. It's just like a mess, It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the inside of my head. Just there's stuff everywhere. So anyway, that was good. It's pretty quiet in here, so I appreciate you hanging out, man.
Hey, no doubt, bro. We're just chilling.
Yeah. What's
chopping it up?
I'm like a space. Whatever. I can't even think of what the hell I'm trying to say. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
What's the name of your shop? You got a shop out there?
Yeah. So it's Sky's the Limit, and that's Sky's the Limit Smoke Shop, and it's East LA. And yeah, that's my brother's idea there, and we finally manifested it. And brother,
Beautiful.
ball's rolling. We're slowly expanding and getting more product in. I did a couple live streams showing what we had, and so the skateboard thing's really jumping off. We used to skateboard before, so
Hell yeah.
old passion and just bringing it back. And
Well, you guys are building custom boards and stuff.
yeah. So we get stuff, and we basically we put stuff together. If people wanted customized or whatever, can do that. And yeah, man. So today we had this young artist. It's a young lady out of the East LA area, and then we have this walk-in refrigerator space in here, and we cleared it out, got it painted, walls are ready to go, and today she started putting up some of her art, so she's going to be displaying her art there.
Wow.
And,
That's
I guess
genius,
doing her
actually.
thing. So yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level to the store. Like,
Yeah.
because you guys have like, I mean, like I know I've said it a bunch, and like I probably sound redundant, but like, yeah, a lot of these like stores, they just go, they half-ass it and they just throw some shit in it. Like, you guys made the whole entire place like art. It's like a gallery. Like, the floor is awesome, the walls are awesome. Like, I don't know, the one stream you did, like there was like something hanging off of the shirt. It was like a little like an I Spy thing or whatever. Like, I used to remember, and like you put it in front of, and like I was
Yeah, that was the
like
Santa
the
Santa
3D
Cruz.
glasses or whatever.
Yeah, it was the Santa Cruz skateboard jacket. And
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of the art comes from because dude, I growing up in LA. There's a big graffiti culture out here. And we're
Yes.
always been in that scene. And so I know a lot of guys that actually went from street level, from street art to these dudes are doing like full on galleries,
Yeah.
traveling, and that whole nine. And so it was cool to have some of these guys come through and do their thing here. These are old
Yeah.
friends that I grew up with in high school and after that as well. So, dude, a lot of well-known guys. So it's awesome to have them come through and do their thing and share their energy with us.
I think you did. I think you did a video or a stream when they were doing the outside. I think.
Yeah,
And
yep.
that shit was that came out really cool. But that's another thing about your channel I like, is like the variety of it. Like,
Yeah, bro. So
like,
yeah, hip hop's always been a big part of my life, and that's that whole connection. Once again, New York, because
yeah, yeah.
that's the home base for hip hop, right?
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I've
People.
always been fascinated with that culture, and yeah, dude, I do my thing. I DJ, I could do some
Oh, for
painting.
real?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
love
cool.
I love music and all that stuff, man. So that's
That's
another
awesome.
little thing that I do on the side. I haven't been really tapping in too much. I got the Bigfoot bug, bro. I've been.
It's. I guess it's not cold there, but like for me, it's like it's a winter wonderland, because everybody, besides that whole stupid ass rumor, like, oh, the activity slows in the winter, like, done, nothing changes. But people don't want to be out there. But anyway, people aren't out there, so it's great. Right now it's like, besides poachers, like there ain't really nobody out there. It's it. I could go in the middle of the day now and there's nobody around. Like it, but 2 months ago it'd be like, so I try to utilize the winter. Like, I try to utilize the winter or rainy days or whatever, to hit like areas where a lot of people frequent. I try to go to those popular spots on those days, so that there's nobody around, because if there's people everywhere, I'm not going to be able to zone in, and get much activity. I might like see something, but what am I gonna do? Like, have my camera out and like, families walking right behind me, and I'm like, look, guys, like, because then they're gonna be like, what is it? And I'm like, there's nothing. People are always like, oh, just say it's a Sasquatch. Like, you don't want to be out in the middle of the woods and like start talking about Bigfoot to some like person, and like, you don't know who the hell they are.
And I totally get that. But the funny thing, out west, you might get some information.
Well, like, that's why I love Connor. Like, he don't give a shit. He talks to everybody and anybody about it. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be in the mood to like deal with humans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when I'm out there, I'm trying to get away from humans. And that's unless I came with you, like I don't want to be around you. Like,
That's Mike.
Hey, I want to go see the other people, the Sasquatch people.
Yeah.
I guess nobody's saying anything, which is weird, unless the chat froze. But I tend to break.
Or maybe we're that boring, Mike.
It's probably so. I doubt it's you.
No, it's probably me, bro.
No, no, it's not. It's been really quiet since I started. Like since I started, it's been really quiet. So I
That's
think it's become okay. See, Danny, thank you, brother. So so he's listening. Okay, I thought he meant yep, you're boring. So yeah, I think there's a lot of lives on tonight and shit. Like
yeah,
back
yeah.
back when I started this. Oh, all right, cool. Everyone's just hanging out listening. Back when I started this nightmare, Sunday was dead. Like it was dead. Like Sunday night was like it wasn't. There was nobody on. But now that was a couple of years ago, probably. Now it's like there's a show about everything and anything, and like people just talking, just fucking talking, like just I just want to shit on people today. Like let's just do that. Like I don't know. I took a note. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest notes I took from Bobo and whatever. I don't want to put them in the same category, but Ron Moorhead and Bobo said the same thing once upon a time because I was looking for people to come on, and they both responded the same way. They said, I'd like to hold off because I've been doing a lot of shows and talking, and I want to get back out there and have something new to talk about. And I was like, I can dig it. Like I can dig it. Like we don't need regurgitated shit. You know, like we need more people like doing, an update on every day and every day and every day and every day. And
yeah.
so I really respected that, and I took note of it, and I realized I'm kind of the same way. Like I could do more good to go out and do more than to sit still and jaw jack.
Yeah. And dude, and Bobo is a tough one. I would say, dude, it's hard to get a hold. I've mentioned it before. It's like trying to find Bobo is trying to find a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude. We if I get hear from him anytime soon, I'll have a little chat with him and see what's up.
Oh, Bobo?
Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, bro, he's a cool. You know what's funny is that we're pretty much neighbors.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you
bro.
Are, you are. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a small town. Actually, my son is living in that town right now, and we're neighbors in that town.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, no, he's I whatever. I'm not gonna get into our private discussion, but I had spoke to him and I spoke to Cliff once, and they're both very cool. They're not the people. They're not the people that show made them be.
Mm-hmm.
That show made them be a character, and that ain't. I mean, they were their own personality, but like it didn't. You couldn't appreciate it really, in my opinion. In my opinion, like they got dumbed down and were forced to like follow a narrative,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to meet the real person behind it,
Yeah, definitely, bro. It's a whole other thing. And like Cliff, I've hung out like one time. It was after the 50th anniversary. They had a conference, bro, up in our town.
Oh, that's cool.
For the Patterson Gimlin film. So that was a thing, and I was just like, well, I'm in town. I'm here. I might as well go check it out. And that became a shit show, bro. I don't even know what the hell exactly was going on, but something happened there, and it got all weird. And even after with Bob Gimlin and some other characters of Expeditions.
Is Bob Gimlin, is that the young guy or the old?
No, the OG,
okay, all right, because I think there's a young Bob Gimlin too.
Oh, yeah.
It confuses the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's
anyway, but let me answer him real quick.
Go for it, bro.
Mark, it's over. It's done, and Thank you for asking. Asking because it's I gotta update everybody on it. I really do. I'm pretty sure it's done. So we're kind of in between right now. So blending and bending is finally through, I believe, because I ain't seen shit from him, heard shit from him about it. So usually, like I could sense the. I've been so busy. Let's put it this way: I've been so busy chasing kids in circles and shit. I'm sure I'm missing. I'm missing out on like a lot of like. So people talk about it all the time, and I don't really know how to explain it. But like people will say, "Oh, you have to vibrate, or you have to be on a certain frequency, and this and that," and it's true. I go out and I'm very like even keeled, and I stay in this like certain vibration, like whatever you want to call it. I stay on a certain like a vibe, a
Mm-hmm.
vibe, and I guess that's short for vibration to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't reach that goal when I'm chasing the kids around. When I'm there, I'm exhausted. Like when I'm home, I'm usually running in circles, doing a bunch of shit, and I'm like, I'm not vibing properly. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, long story short, I really got to sit down and like contact him tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be out there in his area, so I'm gonna kind of sit down and get some answers.
Nice.
Uh, Sal, Son of a Salaram Gamer. Saliram. Hiyo. Uh, Welcome. Hey, I'm not talking strange. What's up, LIB in Browndorf? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry if I butchered that. It wasn't intentional.
Yo, and Montauk's on some whole other trip, man. That's awesome. I love what he does.
Yo, he's fucking like, yo, like I gotta like, I can't even explain because he's so like quiet and humble and shit. Like nobody, like people haven't seen like this much of it. Like this much. The dude's a fucking living legend. Like I don't gas people up like that. Like he is got so much. Like, oh my
Awesome.
god.
Yeah,
Like,
and I still got to dive into his stuff, bro. But I know he's on to something.
yeah, no, he's been there. You know what I mean? If you see his videos, like he was able to recover footage from like camcorders from the fucking 90s. Like, bro, I
Wow.
can't even recover what I did yesterday, and like, you know what I mean? I can't upload it successfully. So I'm like my mind's blown on that alone. But
Amazing.
yeah, it wasn't easy to get
How far is that from you?
from me.
Yeah.
See, we tend to talk in time. Um, we don't really talk in miles, but shit, I don't know. Maybe like so in the summer, I'll just talk time. In the summer, it could take 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
In the winter, there's no traffic going out there, so it probably would take me like 40 minutes, maybe. It's
Wow.
pretty, yeah. Like I'm like an hour from the city and like 45 minutes from Montauk, so like I'm like right in. It's just fucking awkward. Like the whole thing is just awkward. It turns into one lane out there, and it's like it's very
Oh,
rural, and you gotta like, yeah, it's just weird.
so it's an actual. So there's a town there and everything.
Yeah, it's like a touristy town type thing. It's like where Long Islanders go to get away
Okay.
in the town. It's like a beach town and like fishing town and stuff. Like so, it's like a fishing. It's a fishing town and a really rich neighborhood mixed
Okay.
together. So like
That's
you're
cool.
either a fisherman or you're fucking loaded. And like I'm talking like, really expensive. And then in the summer it's like everybody and their mother goes out there to vacation in these tiny little motel rooms and stack up on top of each other. And I always say it to him in the HB. I'm like, yo, why do we all do this shit? Why are we all flocking out to this little shitty town out here? Like there's a beach everywhere. Why are we flocking out here to climb on top of each other like cockroaches?
Crabs.
But I don't know, man. Maybe it's the energy. I don't know. But like, but then if you step into Camp Hero, so like the lighthouse is here and Camp Hero's here. If you go to the lighthouse, it's packed with people. And
Mhm.
then like going to Camp Hero right before it, I didn't even know it was there until I met him. I drove past it probably 100 times and never knew it was the entrance was there. But you go to Camp Hero, you get in there and there's nobody in there. And you know, some of it I'm sure is because people don't know what it is, and they charge like $15 to get in it. You know, it's the only state park like in existence that has off limit areas.
Huh.
It's nuts. Like it's nuts. It's nuts.
What,
Like
what do you think? What do you think? Something they're hiding something or
yeah, but they so here's so right next to the pamphlet with like the trails, you know what I mean, and shit like that. There's another pamphlet that says like, you know, ticks and this and that, and then there's another pamphlet that says how to avoid and report like unexploded ordnance. Like basically saying that there's like mines and shit all over the place. Just be
mm,
careful. Like so they don't want you to go off trail because of
right.
maybe some of it's true, but I highly fucking doubt they would make a public park with
My
with mines laying around. You know what I mean? I think they just don't want people off trail for other reasons. But that's my opinion.
yeah,
So you know
yeah.
what you know what the fuck I do? I go right off.
Mm-hmm.
Every chance I get, I'm off trail. If my leg blows off in Montauk and I made it through Afghanistan, I'll be pissed. I'll be so pissed.
Oh man.
Oh, it's about 45. Okay, it's about 45 miles from me.
Okay.
3 hour trip from home. So yeah, so see, like, so he lives 45 miles away, but it could take,
Up to 3 hours.
and he's a lot closer than me,
Wow.
a lot closer. He lives way further out east than I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I
That,
again, like, it's time. It's not like distance. It's time. It's
mm-hmm.
hard to explain.
And that's an old Native American tribe as well, right? The Montauk's.
Yeah, yeah. There was 13 originally.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
know, and there's subdivisions of those tribes, but yeah, the Montaukets was one. I think there's a man. I suck, dude. Because it's so hard because there's so many Native American names
Oh
for
yeah.
everything. But like, there's like the Poopsatuk, but like they're not considered one of the originals, you know. And then the Shinnecock is one of my favorites because they're like an Algonquin derivative. So like they got a lot of cool history and shit.
Mm.
And they throw like powwows and all that, and so like you could kind of go and like, you know, dive into their culture with them and stuff. And
Wow.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, there's a lot of different tribes. Like
That's a trip, man. I
the
wouldn't.
one that where I live in the Setauket tribe area. That's where I live, the Setaukets.
Okay.
And I grew up like with the shit, the shit, the Nessaquag. I think it was the Nessaquag or the maybe it's the. There's so many. There's so many. For a small island like this, there's so many.
That's a trip, man.
Yeah, it's hard to remember, and it's sad that I'm brain farting on this, but let's
Now,
go.
I usually forget the ones that are in my area. I know several, but then I always forget one or two. But I know it's hard, man. It's so you're right. It's so many of them, but yeah, no, that's interesting because I don't hear much.
Look at this guy. He's a monster. Montaukett, Shinnecock, Quirchog, and Unchug are the eastern tribes.
All right.
All right. I see. I didn't even know the Unchug or whatever. I don't see. I don't even remember seeing that one. So I don't know if Yaphank is even a tribe or it's just a town. Like it's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Ronkonkoma, I don't think that's a tribe. I think it's just a town. Like so there was like natives with that tribe, but they weren't like they were like subderivatives of the larger tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets confusing, like really confusing. Oh, the Unichuk is the Poopsatuk Reservation. Oh, okay. All right,
Okay.
I got you. That's where that's where we get like our cigarettes and our like.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's cool because like they don't.
Casino.
Huh?
Excuse me. They got a casino there.
No, not there. The closest one is there. I don't think the one that is on Long Island is native owned though, because it's called like Jake's 58 or some shit, and it's off like 58. Like it's not like, you know, that's like 5 exits west of me or whatever. But like it's it's not like, I don't think it's a native ran one at all. You know, it seems, it doesn't seem like it. It's a Jake. I don't think it is. But anyway, but in what's right above the city? There's one. Son of a bitch! I pass it all the time. Yonkers. There's one in Yonkers, I think.
Okay.
So I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, it's cool. At one of our local casinos,
it's a car.
they got a Bigfoot in the front, and it's made out of old mufflers.
That's dope. There's a tattoo shop like up the street, and they have like every inch of the wall and floor and everything, every door is covered in stickers, like, you know, from 20, 30 years, whatever.
Wow.
And it's stickers, you know, it would take forever to cover the stickers, and it's covered. And then those are covered and those are covered.
Mm-hmm.
So like, anyway, they have Bigfoot shit all over the place. But they have one that stands right out by the street. And it's just like this big black like metal cutout. And it's like, you know, 6, 7 feet tall, and it trips me out. Like, I'll bet a lot of people don't even notice it, but it trips me out every time I drive by it.
That's funny, dude. And speaking of cutouts, dude, I don't know if you saw. I had recently posted on the TikTok. It was a news article. It was a news reel, and it's some dude out of the Idaho, and someone stole his Bigfoot cutout ornament that he had posted outside of his house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and the funny thing, I was like, okay, because I seen like several other news articles where the same thing had happened. People steal the Bigfoot ornament, and so this is like the fifth, sixth one, and so I was listening, and then the dude, like, yeah, he's had that happen, and he said that when he was a kid, he had a sighting with his dad in Oregon, and then he also showed some pictures of some stick structures and some footprints that he had found, I guess in his hikes or something like that. And so I'm like, dude, this guy seems to be like tagged or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think, dude, maybe it wasn't people that took that.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you gotta wonder, like, how does somebody take it so many times and like you don't put a camera up or nothing? You know?
Yeah. And the thing, I think he had it like bolted down, and they said like, and it was like fenced off, and the
Oh
fence,
yeah, forget it. People
it was
didn't
like,
take that shit. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
busted open, and it was just like, I kind of thought about it. I was like, dude, it'd be funny if it was them, you know, like.
If it makes me laugh when you post shit on TikTok, like it, you get so much of a mixed bag. It's like the people who are like, it's Bigfoot, like every time, and then you got the people who are like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and then like you got the people who like are like genuinely want to know, like ask questions and get answers, but they get clowned right away because they don't, like, there's no chance to do anything on there except post the video. And then it's like, and then you got the hate, and then you got like, it's like, oh, it's so wild.
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
Like one day I put a video up, and like I probably, it was like a 7-second video, and like I turned back like an hour later, and it was like 30,000 views, 50,000 views, and like people were like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, I usually don't. I'm like, nobody even usually looks at them. Where did everyone come from? Like,
yeah.
There's only like a couple hundred people like following me. So like, where?
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's like even my niece, she's actually into like I guess some sort of like, I don't know, like animation type stuff. I don't know what to call it exactly, what she does on TikTok, but she's super young, and one of her videos just got like 1.2 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was like something ridiculous.
Well, like Anthony, I don't identify this for. He posts UFO videos all the time. Whatever, they do this, they do that a little bit here. And one day he was just like, holy shit. He just kept looking. And it was like, you know, I mean, it was going up by the millions, not like, you know, when he was looking, it was like 1, 2, 5, 7, 10. And like, yeah, bro, that thing was. And you know what it was? It was like a lightning. A lightning came down like in Florida. And like, yeah, that's what it was. It was like a lightning.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it was a good. I watched it a few times.
Yeah, it was gnarly, man. It was, and yeah, good for him. Hey.
And then like the freaking two girls that were on the balcony, they said the same shit at the same time. Do you remember that? They were like, "Oh my god," or like
No,
whatever, but
get
they said it like
that.
their reaction was like I was like, "Yo, I wonder if they got hit with a little bit of something."
It was a jinx, huh?
There he is, Ron, the real king of
Hey,
cool.
Ron.
Ron is a fucking legend. Don't let him tell you we are. He's the man.
Yeah, I
Ron
hear.
is making a Bigfoot diorama. Did you see that,
Yeah, bro, I heard.
bro? He is fucking. This dude is like shit. He's a talented individual, man, to say the least.
Mhm.
The brain on that guy is great, man. And then this guy too, Montauk Strangers. They both like blow me out of the. Like, I don't understand it. Like
The boys.
very talented minds.
Yep.
Mark, it was good to see you, brother. Thank you. We got to get Brian and Mike together again and check out hieroglyphics. And oh yeah, I need Brian. If you know of any hieroglyphics in the area, like I'd like to know. We'll talk later whenever you're ready. Wild Dreams of Jimbo, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it, man. Wally's bro, thank you for coming by, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you got any plans for tonight, Mike?
The next one, you guys are gonna be in it. Nice. In the
Hey.
diorama, that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah,
No, I don't have plans. I gotta go. It started like raining here. It's been snowed, but I got an early morning. I gotta get my medication and stuff, and then I'm getting Botox in my head for the first time. I've been getting lidocaine, but this time they're gonna do like 31 shots around my head
cool.
and like in my neck and stuff. Try to keep my. If you haven't noticed, you ever see me on here? I'm like like I'm always like moving and twitching and
Nah.
putting cream on and shit.
Okay.
So hopefully this is gonna help.
All right. What's funny? The other night we went to this. It was like this seminar for like small businesses or something. I didn't even want to be there, bro, but I went and anyway, at the end they were raffling off gifts. One was like a 3-day trip to Vegas. Another one was I don't know what the hell it was. The third one was some Botox, bro.
I guess it's popular, yeah. Like that's what everyone jokes with me about. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you get your lips done?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah, fuck that. Nah, you do what you got to do, bro. You look
Yeah,
good though,
check it
man.
out. He does this diorama. Like he's doing a Bigfoot one right now, but
Uh huh.
he's not just doing like it's not like for a project at school, like he's going off. Like he's doing it for artistic value and it's amazing. Like
Wow.
no corners being cut there. For real. Like he's
You
like
go,
watching my
Ron.
videos and like, oh, I need to do that. Like I'll look at that. I'm like, oh, it's fucking cool. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? Some people just do it like whatever, do it to do it, or do it for a view or some shit. Like he's doing it and like bringing people along, which I think
Yeah,
is
no,
awesome.
you can tell Ron's passionate about what he
Yeah,
does.
very passionate. Yeah. Like I got back into like NASA stuff like because of him. Like I got back interested in like the space program. Like I didn't give a shit for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
he got me reinterested in.
Cool. Yeah, no, I need to tap back in as well. You know, it's funny. Speaking of NASA, I don't know if you heard this one, but I went to go check out because NASA's not too far. They're right here in Pasadena, California,
Oh, okay, that's cool.
and so it's just like 15 minutes away from where I'm staying. And I was like, you know what? Let me go check NASA out. And so I GPS it, and bro, it led me right in front to like the main gates to get in. And I
Oh,
couldn't,
for
I could,
real?
yeah, I couldn't turn around.
That's
And I'm like, dude,
crazy.
and then I could see security, like armed security, and I'm like, oh, shit, what do I have in my truck, dude?
Well, that
Like,
happens at the VA hospital all the time. I'll be going out. It's like such a narrow road, and it goes up this long hill, like through like the woods, and like if you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. It looks kind of cool. There's like these two big eagles and like there's a golf course over there. So like it's this long winding road up the hill, and then all of a sudden there's like a booth and armed guards and like a big huge like hospital everywhere, and like people always like start turning around, but they can't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh shit, I wonder what's going through their mind. Like,
yeah, so I was just, in my head, I'm like, all right, here we go. But I was thinking in my head, I should just show my Brown Dwarf credentials and maybe
yeah,
in, right? But they're like, no, sir. You're like, you pull over to the side. Like, dude, you got to turn around, bro. You gotta get out of here.
I'm fucking Brown Dwarf. I'm kind of a big deal, NASA. You know, you never heard of the BD, huh? You in this shit.
Yes, I figured it out. There was a neighborhood close by that has like it's a cul-de-sac road, and it leads to like a bridge area that you can walk, people walk and jog through, and from there you have a total view of NASA and stuff. It's from a distance, but yeah, I was able to zoom in and did a little live and shit, and it's pretty
That's cool. That is
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, because there's some gnarly shit, bro. If you look up, I don't know if you've gotten into, but I've heard some weird stuff about Jack Parsons, Aleister Crowley, and L. Ron Hubbard doing some
Oh,
weird,
Elron. Good old
yeah,
Elron.
doing some
That's
strange
psycho.
rituals in Pasadena, and it involving, I guess, NASA JPL somehow, and yes, pretty interesting dark stuff.
Elron's a legend for the wrong reasons.
Woo! Bro,
we're deep into that shit in our house. We're like ready to crack the Shelley Miscavige case. Like, crazy.
Yeah, well, they got Scientology has buildings all up and down Hollywood Boulevard and on Sunset as well. Huge piece of property, man, and they own a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so we have like Brookhaven Labs, and like then we have Camp Hero, obviously, but like Shelter Island, somebody told me something's going on there too. But anyway, Plum Island, there's all these islands out there, and like nobody knows what the hell they do. But like Plum Island is, known for doing messed up shit. So like there's a ferry from Orient Point that goes out to to Connecticut, and they have a separate ferry next door. So like they park separately, then they go into like a security area, and then they get on a like separate ferry, and then they go over on a boat, and then the people who work there go over on a private ferry. You can't get there. So like I tried to do it on a jet ski once, and I got it wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea. We probably came in so loud and obnoxious, like thinking we were stealth. Like
you smashed in jet skis, Mike.
No.
But yeah, no, Montauk hit it right. Yeah, Jack. What is it? Jack Parsons Laboratory. Yeah, JPL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says that's the Babylon working. So
Babylon, man, burn it down.
Yeah, that what he said. So yeah, I noticed though, like I was looking at these things on a map, and I noticed like they make a triangle, like the labs and Camp Hero, and then they're all kind of in this triangle, and I wonder if they're like stationed there for a reason. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
One of those we'll never know things.
Oh man.
I'm still cracking up at BD, wondering if he had anything in his truck when he pulled up to the front of NASA.
Hey Ron, man, I had to stash everything, bro.
Well, all right, my friends. I just realized how late it's getting.
Hey, bro, it was fun, man.
Yeah, it was. We'll do it again soon. I'm glad you were able to hop in for real.
Yeah, me too, bro. Yeah, we're gonna close up shop here, and yeah, I'm gonna go head home and probably jump on the tube, see what's popping.
All right.
All right, man. You have a blessed night. Everyone in chat, have a blessed night, and cheers.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, ciao.
Did he have an RPG? Nah, it's all right, Ron. Thank you for stopping by, man. Danny, thank you, bro. It's good to see you here. Jimbo, thank you, bro. B, welcome. I hope you were here the whole time because I'm about to hang up. Stick around. I know. I wish I could. I got a really early day, and I haven't been sleeping because of my back and shit. So it's really starting to ache again too. And whatever. Not gonna get into my regimen right now, but yeah, we'll do it again. Quite possibly tomorrow because I don't know if I'm gonna be walking around with my back like this. So I tried today. I did a little bit today. You saw the video. Found that deer leg, which was weird because there's no carcass. But uh, anyway, check it out for yourself if you want. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go back out. So maybe we'll do another stream tomorrow. But all right, thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Thank you guys for the super chats, Jerry, Jimbo. Thank you guys. It really it goes a long way, and you guys know that. But I just feel like I should reiterate and thank you again. It's really appreciated. Browndorf, guys, go check him out. His channel is awesome. You could see he's chill as shit. Like he does a nice variety of things too, which I think you guys will enjoy. He's a really, really genuine person, and he's got amazing locations, amazing content, and amazing experiences. So, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you much more, but you won't regret it. You really won't. All right, Ron, check out Cosmic Neighbors too if you get a chance. Montauk is Strange. Wally's World has a channel too. I don't know if you do Wild Dreams with Jimbo, but if you do, guys, go check them out. Please show some support, spread it out. Positivity is good, and you guys always bring it. So let's give it to other people too. As always, thank you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.